Hello, everyone. Oh gosh, every time the timer goes off, the cats are like, "Wait, what?" Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Let's hope that they stay down because I am not in the mood today for drama. Enough of that. How are we doing? Welcome back. Hi, Storm. Hi, Daniel. Uh, Hi, Tylos. I like the latest edition of the room. Yes, very much for the season, isn't it? Oh gosh, I didn't. I mean, you can see me, right? I should have actually checked the tripod. I didn't. I'm so sorry. It's a bit high, isn't it? That's better. Hi, Garfield. How are you doing? Bless them. The timer's a little out. Well, for Toulouse is it's. I feel like I accidentally trained her to think it's time for Spanx. But we'll see. She put her head down again. Winston as well. So hopefully we'll have some quiet today because it is time for December raffle. The Cherry Pies Book Club December raffle. I processed them this morning, and honestly, I don't know how it's not going to be a book that I didn't submit. It's just not possible. It's all me. I think there's three other books. Literally, I had to reject one of them from Loop, but other than that, the only people who are not guilty if I am being put through the embarrassment of having two books for the book club on my name. The only ones who are exonerated are Daniel and Garfield and Loop. Okay, the rest is all me. I'm so embarrassed. I'm okay, Garfield. I'm a bit tired still, but it's gonna be okay. So, um, hi, Wisdom. Stream without spongs. It ain't so. I honestly kind of hope so because I'm so tired. I do not have the energy. Uh, and she doesn't like it when I don't have the strength to give her proper spanks. It's a whole deal. Quiet in that house, in that neighborhood. Are you sure? Never, never. Oh, Storm, please don't, please don't start. Oh God, you don't know. You don't know. People are insane. People be peopling, life be lifing, and if those are separate, that's one thing. But when they converge, why, why must it be like this? But it's fine. It's going to be okay. I'm happy to be back. I am excited about the books that are in there, but I'm just, listen, from the moment I started up these submissions, I had a rule for myself that it had to be viewer submissions. And it's all ruined now because of how many other are in there? Let me see. Of the 15. The 15. It's so sad. Look at this. I should have gotten just a little tiny little jar. This is it. And they're all mine except for three. Uh, but I was adamant, and I'm just hoping that next year. I mean, we have a whole year to collect new books for next year. So I might be able to just pull the mine out, which would be lovely. Unless, yes, because we're doing the raffle for December, and I want it holiday specific, and that doesn't necessarily mean Christmas. It could be cozy, but it could also be like winter spooky. So there's one book in there. I think that one is called No Exit, and that one is about. Is it No Exit? Let me actually pull it up. I'll do it in a minute. I think it was this one. Yeah. So it's about people who are stranded in a blizzard on a highway at a rest stop. And all is not okay. All is not okay. But it's not Christmas. It's not cozy. It's a mystery thriller. So I didn't mean just Christmas, which is why I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Why only three? Now I do have a cozy one. Daniel submitted City of Thieves, and Loop submitted A Christmas Carol and Black Christmas, but there was no author, and but there was a comment, and it said I didn't read the book, but the movie was good, so I did a quick search, and Loop was talking about the remake of a 1974 movie called Black Christmas. But that wasn't based on a book. It was based on a screenplay. Well, yeah, I guess it's a screenplay. It's called. I don't have the website open anymore, so it wasn't actually a book. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna. I can't even read Shakespeare, so sorry. I refused. I refused. I refused. Maybe if they actually make it into a book, I'll consider. But if I can't even bring myself to read Shakespeare because I just don't like the format, my brain doesn't want to accept how that works. Um, so I had to reject that one, which means it could have been 16, but no, it's 15. 15 books, and this is holiday, dark, Christmas, moody specific. So this has nothing to do with the normal jar. This one. This is for the rest of the year. Now, the rest of the year, we're just going to have normal books, okay? I don't even want to... I was considering something for what's it called? Valentine. But I'm not going to do it. I'm too embarrassed already. No, no. So, there is no cherry pie submissions in this jar. It's just this one. This is the contaminated batch of submissions. But we'll see. Maybe a miracle happens and I won't have to read two books that I submitted myself. See, I didn't even because I didn't read well except one. There's if we pull the Catherine Arden book, I'm going to be ecstatic and I don't even care anymore about anything. But the chances are very low. 362 days. Yes, yes. So get to it. Give me dark and cozy and all of it. That was kind of the point. But yes, no, it's 13 books of mine. I only read one of them, so I can't even say that it's gonna be a good month in December. I can't promise anything unless it's Catherine Arden. Then everything is fine, and all is forgiven. But we'll have to wait and see. Hi, Bear. I live in an area of the UK that is featuring very heavily in the news this morning. Not in a good way. Uh-oh. Oh, are you okay? Like you yourself? Please stay safe. It's very cute though. Can you see it has little legs? It's very cute. For this month, I didn't really prep. I was panicking, mostly about the submissions, to be honest, because I put them in there this morning, praying that maybe somehow more submissions that come in. But no, it's just me, mostly. I know it's not me. There's only 3 people who are exonerated from all guilt, but everyone else, shame. No, I'm just kidding. It's just embarrassing, all right? I feel like I rigged the game now. It wasn't supposed to be my submissions, but here we are. So we need 13 extra submissions, emergency. It's too late now. It's too late. Well, if I only have 13 by next year, I'm gonna cry. Off stream. Not that I don't do that already every day, but still. I'll cry extra. Last minute submissions request. It's not that easy though, because I have to put them into the Excel. I have to put them in the Goodreads, both of them, because I have 2 of them. Because why? And I'm not even talking about the story graph. I'm not keeping track of the submission on the story graph because that's too much. But I have to also check if it's available. So it's not that easy, you know. I can't just do it last minute. I won't. Just live with that. Think about what you did for the rest of the year, right? Don't shame me. Well, you should have put a book in there, Storm. It's your own fault. Why do I have 2 Goodreads? Because one is my personal one that I've had for a very long time. And I made one for the Cherry Pies channel specifically. For one, because my personal one is a mess. I've had that one since 2009. So it's just, I mean, when I went through it, there were doubles and wrong additions. There were a few where I had added the notes on Shakespeare, for example, instead of the actual book. So it was just a mess. Yes, cherry chaos. So I needed to try and control the chaos. But instead, I gave myself more chaos. For you, it seems very neat, but to me, it's just I made my own life a lot harder than it needs to be. I know this, but that doesn't take away the fact that no one submitted freaking books for the holidays, and now I have to live with that embarrassment for 2 months. You don't understand because I'm gonna think about this every day until we're done. Okay, what did you do to me? It's for a New Year theme. Well, kind of, yes, fair. Hi, Color. Don't have enough tears to cry every day. You should drink more water. Let me give an example. Water, drink, stay hydrated. If you stop crying, you didn't drink enough water. Thank you, Garfield. Well, there. That's a good start for next year. Hi, Zoo. I am cooked. Yes, yes. Because I had to break all the rules of my own cherrypies book club. And now everything is ruined. No, it's okay. I'm just embarrassed, and I'll just have to live with it. I mean, I have no choice. I submitted one and I didn't make the cut, so I gave up. You gave up so quickly? No, come on. You're better than that. Next year, I expect at least 10 submissions for every viewer. I don't want to guess who, but I know what my own answer is, and that is books. So this month we're reading On the Beach. I did start it. I did not start on the Benjamin Grambling. Franklin Benjamin. That's his name. I didn't start that one yet. I went to family yesterday, and I already had a lot of books in my backpack because I wanted to drop off the books that I have from the library. So I decided to start with On the Beach. On the Beach is here. I can't reach Benjamin Franklin. I didn't make it very far. I don't remember who submitted this. Do we know? Oh, that's a good author name. I recognize that author name. Thank you, Daniel. Yes, Sue. That is the name. I'm sorry. I am not American. But I'm gonna learn all about him this month. I don't have the energy. I'm sorry. It's under Benjamin Franklin is currently under Haunting Adeline, and if you know, you know. If you don't, just ignore me. But I think that's kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny that that person in history made its way in a stack of books that includes the book Haunting Adeline. I sound American. Yeah, that's TV for you. If I had been presented with more British TV, I probably would have had a British accent, but alas, I grew up with American Dragon Ball Z. I had American dubbed Dragon Ball Z. A great way to learn a new language, though. Oh, that actually reminds me. If you remember, maybe I have my Swedish coloring book, and I said something isn't right because they gave me a word that sounded like the Dutch word for parkiet, parakiet. I guess it's in Swedish, parkiet, but they had put the number at a parrot. So I thought this doesn't make sense. If the word parakiet and parkiet sound too similar, so they must have messed up here. They did, because they put the number for the parrot and the word for the parrot at the parakeet. I found it out, and there's other things I'll show you this week probably, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be coloring this week. I will try to start Benjamin Franklin somewhere today. I have to say I'm not amused at the moment. Teen, yes, I am crazy. Storm, don't you know? Hold on. She did say next year, so you have a whole year for that. Exactly, Tylos. You have a whole year. And I gave the example of No Exit. No Exit is a mystery thriller, and it's not holiday at all. I don't mean actually Christmas. I don't mean that it has to be, but it has to be like a winter, during the winter. That's more what I meant, I guess. But alas, no Valentine. I was gonna try, but no. Cthulhu's what? No more ketchup packets for me. Okay, well, I like curry better anyway, so that's probably for the best. Cthulhu's what? Wisdom. What? That would have been a great spooky book. I don't think that. Wait, is that actually in the? Lovecraft isn't in the spooky submissions? What is happening? Are you okay? Are you awake? Do we need more coffee? I I am drinking coffee. It's a bit late, but you know. Do you want some book about Christmas or snowy places? Both, both. I call it holiday because that's just easier to for my brain to comprehend what that list means, because I do have quite a few lists. And I don't want to exclude Christmas books, but it was more just to have books that have the vibes of the season. That can be cozy Christmas, but it can also be a book about strangers stranded in a blizzard in a rest stop, and there's a serial killer on the loose. But there's snow, so it's winter. That was kind of the vibes I was going for. You'll see, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna be just me. The books that we should I just try to pull some books. So just do it, because I need to get it over with, to be honest. Hi Dorax, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Cthulhu's First Coffee by oh no. The way you're making up those titles makes me think about the what was it called? Oh God, I kind of don't want to talk about it, but I finished the cafe book. What was it? Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Oh, it was so much. If that is what they call not so spicy, I am gonna die with Haunting Island. I am not gonna survive. It's a good thing I'm gonna film it, because don't they say that the cameraman never dies? Because I'm gonna need it. It's not gonna be good. Oh, Garfield actually made a comment on that. My mom has just finished the Cinnamon Bun bookstore. Book 2 was series. Mom says there was very naughty spices parts in it. Mom says that she even skipped some of the book as she didn't. I even skipped it and skipped the parts in this book. At some point, I was like, oh my God, no, wait, are you kidding me? There was still quite a few pages left. And I was like, there's going to be drama or smut. Please choose. I don't want both. My mental state cannot deal with both today. Guess what? I got both. I didn't like it, and I have never skipped that much. I have skipped a scene here and there in books, but I think I skipped 3 scenes at the end. Like, actually, that I just skipped to the end of the chapter because I was like, no, I just don't. And then also the drama. It's like, but I finished it. It's not a bad book. I'm not the audience, and I really feel like they should stop making books look cozy when they're not cozy. If there's spice, there should be some warning somehow, so you don't get smacked in the face with things you don't want to be smacked in the face with. So thank you, Garfield. But I'm afraid that I won't even try. So I guess it's a good thing that last week was a bit of a bummer. I I did all the work. I have nothing to show for it. I filmed my October wrap, but because I was just not in a good state of mind, I looked at the footage and I was like, what am I doing? I'm not talking about the books really, and it was just it wasn't gonna do. I don't want to upload just for the sake of uploading. So I thought, you know what, I have to do the walk. Why not just try to do the read with me in the wild at the same time? And I did, and I don't know what happened. And I know I was recording because I used the timestamp on on the screen to see whether I could get away with staying put because it was getting dark. It was a little bit more cloudy than I was expecting, so it was getting dark a little bit earlier. Yeah, lost, just gone. And no, it's not in my recently deleted either. Don't know what happened. The walk itself, just when I started to talk about the things that I wanted to talk about, the recording stopped. And I only found out 40 minutes later. So I actually walked around the forest talking to myself last week, like fully. And I went into some cherry lore, I guess, and the whole week for nothing, basically. So I don't even know. I don't even know. Honestly, I'm cursed. I'm haunted. I don't know. Put smut labels on books, yeah. And don't make them cutesy. Don't make them cutesy. Because that's what drew me in. That's what drew me into the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I thought, yes, cute, cozy, and it was. It's just that I had to skip some smut that I wasn't amused with, and if that's your thing, that's fine. And but I that's why I'm going to read Haunting Adeline because I thought that's going to be funny because I know I'm not I'm not the target audience. I'm not the target audience. I'm not going to be enjoying myself. I'm going to be very uncomfortable, and I think that might be interesting content. So, I'm doing it on purpose. I didn't know Pumpkin Spice Cafe would also be smutty, and it's just not necessary. And again, it makes me think about icebreakers. If you don't know, a lot of like people who work in bookstores and librarians were starting to talk about icebreakers, especially because parents were buying that specific book or series, I think it's a series, for their 12, 13-year-olds, girls. I didn't read it, but I saw some people talk about icebreakers, and you do not want to give that to a 12 or 13-year-old girl, not even a 14-year-old girl. No, you have to know what you're getting into if you're that book. No. So maybe we should start a petition. I liked the overall story. It was cute. It reminded me of Gilmore Girls, but I feel like that kind of made it worse to me personally because I grew up on Gilmore Girls. It's one of my all-time favorites as a comfort show. And to have one of these books just throw smut in that world, in my experience, is just blasphemy. It's blasphemy. Hi, Lucky. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. Five Nights at Ballet's? Oh, God. I mean, he's dead. So, I don't know. That might be freaky, Wisdom. I'm sure he didn't intend that, but I think he's dead, isn't he? It's the publishers. They demand more smut and more Billy. No more Billy. Please no more Billy. Build a Fire by Jack Landon. If so, you can submit it to the book club with the channel points, Zoo. We have spooky and holiday. You now know what holiday is. Specific submissions, but if it's just if you want it to be considered just regularly at any other month of the year, I would put it in the regular submissions. You don't have channel points. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I don't want to do this. Let's grab a Ouija board so we can talk to Pele. You go do that. I will decline. He is. I was kind of scared for a second there. I thought maybe that would have been bad. That would have been bad. I didn't really. I think I'd put one cozy in there, maybe two. Let's see. No, that's not true. But let's just get to it. All right, I have 15 submissions in here. This month I am pulling for the Cherrypies book club for December, so we're pulling 1 month ahead. And if you have any books that fit the theme of winter, dark, cozy, holiday. Give me anything as long as it's kind of taking place in winter. Now, wouldn't it be very embarrassing if I put something in there? Because I put books in there that I didn't read. If it's not fully on theme, it's gonna be great. Oh no, oh no. Listen, I didn't rig the game. I didn't rig the game. You saw me pull it out of there. It's it's Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Huh? Wait. Oh, oh my heart. I'm just panicking because I'm scared. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I need to show you this. You don't understand. I'm trying to control myself, but I honestly, I really want to cry about all this. I hate this. So I pulled Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. But because I'm so. It's me! It's me! Me! See? I hate it. And I already decided to read this month There Are Rivers in the Sky. So for a second there, my brain thought, oh my god, did I actually pull a book that I already decided to read? That's gonna look so suspicious. That's not gonna work. We can't do that. But it's not. It's not. My heart. Oh no. Oh no. It's not the same book. It's not the same book. This is Elif Shafak. I probably butchered that. So, what is this one about? Hold on. Breathe. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. That is what I should do. I'm not actually. That really scared me. I thought, how am I going to explain this? How am I going to explain? You're never going to believe me. I am not that smart, okay? I wouldn't know how. I wouldn't know how to do that. Well, actually, I do, but I didn't. I didn't. Okay, so Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. It's so triggering now. Is about, and this is what Goodreads says: on a dark midwinter's night in an ancient inn on the River Thames, an extraordinary event takes place. The regulars are telling stories to while away the dark hours when the door bursts open on a grievously wounded stranger. In his arms is the lifeless body of a small child. Oh God! Oh God! Hours later, the girl stirs, takes a breath, and returns to life. Is it a miracle? Is it magic? Or can science provide an explanation? These questions have many answers, some of them quite dark indeed. Those who dwell on the river bank apply all their ingenuity to solve the puzzle of the girl who died and lived again. Yet as the days pass, the mystery only deepens. The child herself is mute and unable to answer the essential questions. Who is she? Where did she come from? And to whom does she belong? But answers proliferate nonetheless. Three families are keen to claim her. A wealthy young mother who knows the girl is her kidnapped daughter, missing for 2 years. A farming family reeling from the discovery of their son's secret liaison stand ready to welcome their granddaughter. The parson's housekeeper, humble and isolated, sees in the child the image of her younger sister, but the return of a lost child is not without complications, and no matter how heartbreaking the past losses, no matter how precious the child herself, this girl cannot be everyone's. Each family has mysteries of its own, and many secrets must be revealed before the girl's identity can be known. It combines folklore and science, magic and myth. Well done, me. See, if I hadn't done it myself, I would be so happy. But now I don't know. I don't know how to behave. I didn't get enough spooky submissions for them, so I had to add some of my own, unfortunately. GPT, go build it. Go build it. I mean, it took a turn, wisdom. It's okay. I was worried for a second. Like, what did I do? See, this is also why I can't be doing my own submissions because what it sounds interesting. It sounds interesting. So I guess we're gonna see. Hopefully, it's not gonna be bad. It's 460 pages though. So if you are interested in this story, please know that just because we do like monthly draws of the books, you don't have to wait for December in case that was not clear. There's not real rules about that. If you want to read ahead, please do because it's quite a thick book. Um, I'm assuming there's also an audio. I'm assuming it's also an Audible because it's not that old. It's from 2019, so you can also start listening to it. But just because I will be reading this in December doesn't mean that you have to wait as well. Like I said, it's 460 pages. That's quite a lot. That's not your average book for most people. So I can't take it. I have to do it again. I have to do this again. I didn't, Garfield. There was not really any Halloween in my street. And also, I don't think I would be sitting here if I had people pressing my doorbell all night, to be honest. I get very bad anxiety from the sound of my doorbell, just in general. Even if I know that it's going to be pressed, it upsets me greatly, unreasonably so. Did you, Garfield? Pele GPT can only say goal. That's it. Oh God, yeah, that would be right. It's the only answer it knows. Honestly, do it though. Do it. That sounds like great exposure therapy for me personally, especially. That means the thick book. Yeah, it is. So if it sounds interesting, because I guess it does sound interesting. I clearly was interested and still am. So um, if you wanna pick it up already, please do. You can't spoiler me, but do be careful for other people. The reason you can't really spoil me is that I don't. Yes, it takes away from some of the experience from reading a book, but sometimes I prefer knowing what is going to happen so I can see what the writer was doing previously to like the big reveal of something. I don't mind knowing what to look out for. I guess because I'm a writer myself and I just enjoy learning from that aspect. But please don't spoil it for anyone else. But if you change your doorbell sound to drill, I wouldn't hear it in that case, Styles, because I have bird sounds for the cats if I don't have any music on, because I don't want it to be quiet for them. What's the coziest book which contains no smut that I've ever read? See, this is why I'm a bit upset about that book, because I don't really venture into cozy that much. It was really an experience for me and a bit of a tryout, and I don't know. So you tell me, should I make no? We have just normal submissions. This is enough. I'm embarrassing myself enough. I'm not gonna make more submission boxes. It's been great. Oh, surprise! It's me! Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow by Jessica Day George. I think the coziest book. You think that was cozy? You think The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho was cozy? I mean, it's an amazing book, but I don't remember it being cozy. I felt like it was quite intense if you actually learn from the book. That's not cozy. Like Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is cozy. If you forget about the boy drama. I think they were put off by the... Oh, yeah, I wish I could do that. Honestly, no, I just wish I could move to the mountains. Anyone can submit a book. I don't do that normally, but I wanted to do this spooky and holiday thing, and I am eating my own words, so I guess I'll let you know what this book is about. I don't know. I don't know. That's the only thing I have for myself. I have going for myself now is that I only put one of my favorite books in there, and the rest is all books I didn't read either. Right? Yeah, only only The Bear and the Nightingale is mine. Like as in I read that, so that's why I submitted it to this particular tin book submission tin. It's not a jar. The rest I didn't read, so I don't know. I can't tell you if it's good. I just know that it's gonna be on theme, hopefully. I mean, assuming there is sun in there, so. No! Oh no, not sun and shade. Can we stop talking about ballet? Why are you bullying me? Why are you bullying me with ballet? Do you realize I'm gonna have to talk about ballet in my yearly wrap up? My first my first yearly wrap up. All right, it's very serious. I've been thinking about ballet a lot. I don't like it. I don't like how he's taking over my world. I don't like being bullied. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on that on all the books that I read. And ballet is one of them. I'm gonna have to talk about it again. I kind of regret mentioning it in the explanation video that I made for how I rate books. Oh, I have to check if this is still available. Okay, so maybe it isn't. That would be great, because then I would have to do it again. No, it is. It is. It's not, I mean, this is a young adult, actually. Still 352 pages. So, again, if you want to participate in December, but you're a bit, what's the word? What is the word I'm looking for? Hi, Blue. How are you doing? It's good to see you, too. But LGBT response to tell us by answering the question. Is this better or worse than Atlas Shrugged? I don't know. I really don't know. I do feel that I would probably rather read Atlas Shrugged again than ever touching that book. I am not even sure whether I want to donate it. That's how serious Ballet's book was. Like, should I do that? Should I put it out in the world? Or should I just keep it and forever be reminded by the pain? Okay, this is a young adult book, Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow. It was written by Jessica Day George, and Goodreads says, blessed or cursed with an ability to understand animals, the Lass, as she's known to her family, as in Lass, Lass is, I guess, her name, has always been an oddball. And when an Ishborn, a polar bear, seeks her out and promises that her family will become rich if only the Lass will accompany him to his castle, she doesn't hesitate. But the bear is not what he seems, nor is his castle, which is made of ice and inhabited by a silent staff of servants. Only a grueling journey on the backs of the four winds will reveal the truth. The bear is really a prince who's been enchanted by a troll queen, and the Lass must come up with a way to free him before he's forced to marry a troll princess. There's a mix of a few stories I recognize in there, so I think I'll enjoy that personally. So I guess I'm happy with my own submissions. I gotta go. Hi Pakistan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. And Rand is not Ain. I don't even know. I should have known. The moment I didn't know how to pronounce a name, I should have known. That it was not going to be cozy at all. Is no. Is this a book that has been written after the trend of phone choosing the bear? No, it's from 2008. Titles. I'm so sorry to disappoint you. It was released in January on January 8, 2008. So that is an interesting observation, though. We'll see. We'll see if we can tie it back to that conversation. Um, when it comes to language and thus, in my experience, the pace with which you'll get through these books, Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow is going to be a quicker read, not just because it's less pages, but because it's a lower grade level of language. Yeah, 100 pages. So it sounds like it's magic, and it does touch upon some serious subjects, but it's not going to be like Once Upon a River, not to be mistaken with There Are Rivers in the Sky. Um, I do feel they kind of move in the same realms, these books, so that's interesting. I played an Halloween game called Happy Game. It wasn't a happy. Borky, hi, how are you doing? What does that mean? What does that mean? Your case, I hope it hasn't any connection to that. Otherwise, it means you'll have to read more smut. Oh no, it's the, if I find smut in this book, I will write letters. Because on Amazon it says it's for ages 2 to 9. So that's what I'm saying with even like aside from the amount of pages, it's going to be easier to read. The language used is going to be easier. And even if because what did it say? Like, I mean, her family is willing to just send her out with a bear for money. It seems that's quite serious, but that's not what the book is going to be about, I guess. I feel traces of Jack Frost in this story, and also just the Princess and the Frog. So I guess it's going to be more magical, but we'll see. I don't know. I didn't read it. I know I submitted it, but I have nothing to do with this. Okay, I take my hands off. I don't. I didn't. Dear Ballet, exactly. I was. You're gonna regret your words someday. I'm thinking about revenge at this moment because you're catching me in a very interesting time. No, it's okay. I do want revenge though, but like, let me ruminate on this. If we're gonna, if we're gonna keep talking about ballet, oh no, you don't understand. That book is haunting me. It doesn't matter where I put it in my bookcase. It's like there's a camera in there and it knows that I'm here. I don't, I don't, I can't wait for it to be like, I already know where I'm going to put it, but I need to keep it over there for the video I'm planning on making at the end of the year. No, I don't, that's it, Tylos. So that book is, it's not bad, but I don't want to expose anyone else to it unnecessarily. Senses Jerry's deeply hibernating revenge anger and hides behind that broomstick there. Yeah, you go hide. No, it's okay. I get it. I get it. It's funny. It's funny. I'm just tired. And I'm sweating. I'm very nervous about I was very nervous about and I'm still very nervous about. It's good, like I said, it's gonna be until I finish these two books. Because it's just awkward. It's awkward that it's the chances were so low. The odds were really against me this month. So, your homework for the coming year is collect holiday slash winter slash dark books for next year, right? So we can do better, be better. You do realize there are other copies out there? No, Tylos, I refuse to admit that. So you keeping your copy doesn't change anything? Yes, it does. To the exposure of other people? Yes, it does. Don't let me be delusional for once. All right? Life is too real. I kind of want to be delusional about this one thing. This one thing. It's gonna be the ballet book. That's where I'm gonna focus all my all period. Don't even have words. Um, yes, yes, that the goals, all of it, resentment, anger, frustration, all of it. Is Pele is gonna feel it. So good thing he's not around anymore to hear me lash out at this innocent man because he didn't do anything wrong except maybe. Don't get into it. I don't want to get into it. Get into it. Best Christmas book. Lord of the Rings. Changed my mind. Books, I don't know. Movies, yes, fully agree. Hi, Fixer. I hope you're doing okay. I agree. The books, the movies, the books. I don't know, but I feel like a proper Lord of the Rings marathon, the full version, not the cinema version. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. I'm not sure what movies I'll be watching with Christmas. We'll see. I don't think I have any power, and honestly, I don't mind because this is giving me enough control that I didn't want for the rest of the year. It's a Four Seasons book. I like that. I like that. When I think of a Christmas season books, immediately think of Christmas in Hogwarts. To be fair, is it still a thing? Do they still play the movies on TV during Christmas? Because it was a thing over here for a long time. But I don't actually watch TV. I haven't in like years. I think the last time I consciously watched TV was when I was in my early teens. And even then, I'm not sure I was actually deciding to. My tradition 23, 24, and 25 Lord of the Rings movies marathon. I love that, Fixer. I love that. I kind of wish I could do that too, but I have no patience to watch a movie. Lord of the Rings is different, but also the circumstances have to be very specific. All right, for this month though, for the Cherry Pies Book Club, we are reading On the Beach by Neville Shute. Shute? And it takes place shortly after the Second World War, and things have gotten worse. And as far as I understand, the whole northern hemisphere of the world has been flattened. There's no life. And we follow this man who has a family in Australia, and he has gotten a job or has just accepted a job on a submarine, I think it is. It's dark, it's grim. And I have to say already, like I didn't even read. Yeah, I got 20 pages in yesterday. It was a long day. I thought I could read more when I was on the bus, but I was too tired. Both there and back again. I'm afraid that this is going to feel so much more modern than it is, because it was written back then, right? I had goosebumps on the quote already. The first quote, yeah, no, when was this? First published by William Heinemann in 1957. Yeah, post-apocalyptic before post-apocalyptic was a thing. If that makes sense. Hi, random. I am a human being. I am. How are you? This is true. I hope so, at least. New skill unlocked. I never realized you could use those links in books to read them. No, 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 no. Ho, wait. Okay, hold on. No, no. False information. This is. I don't think you can, Tylos. I don't think they're long enough. This is just a bookmark that has an elastic. And I got this specifically for the books that I'm reading at the moment that I have in my backpack when I'm traveling. So it doesn't open, not necessarily because I'm afraid to lose my place, but this way it damages less fast, I guess. Have I found the On the Beach movie? Oh, I have not, Blue. I have not. Was I aware? I'm not sure. No. Hi, Sinclair. How are you doing? What is the title again? This is On the Beach by Neville Shute. It is one of the books that we're reading for our cherrypies book club this month. The other one is, I mean, I got up already, so I shouldn't be lazy. I'll show you. I thought Toos was gonna come up, but I think I'm safe. Yeah, it is smart, but no, it's not. I kind of wish they made the. That's a great idea. I would patent it if I were you. That's a great idea. It would save the need for a bookmark like that. Listening to a book, not right now because I'm looking at your stream, but I'm listening to a book when I clean my apartment. That's great. That's a great way to listen to books. I like to do that too, but at the moment I am not actively listening to a book. Yes, On the Beach by Neville Shute. And it was published in '57, so it's one of the OG post-apocalyptic books that was written. I feel like the other one for our Cherry Pies book club, which I am 100% sure I'm the only one will be reading, is a biography on Benjamin Franklin. Why was this submitted? I don't know. Who submitted this? I don't know. Will I be reading it? Yes, I will. So I'm gonna learn a lot about this dude. We'll see. That face though. I'm gonna have to look at that face for as long as it takes me to finish this book. You own this, titles? You've never read it? Please join me, please, please, please. Because I don't know why does someone said it was like kind of like a dare, I guess, the submission to kind of mess with me. But I am genuinely curious, and I'm gonna be learning a lot of things. I'm not saying that those things will be useful, but you never know. You never know when you need a random fact about Benjamin Franklin and his life. So these are the two books that we're reading for November for the Cherry Pies book club. Now I would advise you to just read this one, right? Don't be silly. If you already own a copy of this, though, maybe there's a reason, and maybe that reason is this book club. Exactly this book club. Me, to save me, so I'm not alone. And, you know, don't end up as a Benjamin Franklin fangirl for no reason at all on my own. That would be great. It's such a big book, and I don't know if it's going to be interesting, so I never started, but maybe I should. I'll let you know, but I promise. I'm going to let you know what it's about. I mean, it's about Benjamin Franklin. But if it's written in an interesting way, which is a great... Hold on. I didn't prep it yet. Oh, there's a lot of notes. So the person did a lot of research, sources and abbreviations. People. So I guess Benjamin Franklin is going to be called BF throughout the book. his grandson is TF, and his son is WF. This book, this is a biography on Benjamin Franklin. It was submitted by someone, I don't know who, and I guess they should be happy that I don't know. You read this? Sinclair. Are you joking? His bio of Steve Jobs? Oh, the author is good. That is a comfort. That is a comfort. Because if it's too dry, that would be a shame. There's nothing that kills curiosity more than a teacher that has no interest in teaching. Exactly. Silence. Wait, let me see if I can find an example. Is it true? Oh, of course, it's going to be talk about Quakers as well. I think that's a fascinating group of people. No, it's just the Franklin. I don't know. We'll see. That would be kind of funny. Hi, Kutso. Oh, well, that is ominous timing because look who's here. Oh, no? Oh, okay. Got me worried for a second there. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? That's fine. I thought it was going to fall over, but... She didn't get a lot of spanks yesterday because I wasn't at home. Oh man, I'm so tired though. I can't. Right in front of the mirror, it's amazing. Ever since I put the mirror there, I am now privileged to what she actually looks like facial wise. When I do that, I had no idea. I had no idea. She just zoned out like that. I guess I just start this later today. I'll see if I can start this later today. I have to prep it first, but I have red nail polish, so I don't like to prep with my naked hands. The Spunk sound effects sound exactly like belly running. You think? A little bit. Most of the time. Especially in dark alleyways. No, listen. In case you think I'm hating on the guy, I'm not. But his book was rough. It was rough. All right, I suffered to get through that. But let's not talk about that anymore. I am going to lay down for a second. Try to recover from the embarrassment. Put on a different shirt. I'm not kidding. I was very nervous about this situation. So please don't do this again next year. That is not a challenge. I need you to save me from my own embarrassment, all right? But I guess what we're reading for December is Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow by Jessica Day George. And Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Again, not to be mistaken by There Are Rivers in the Sky, which I did, and I nearly had a heart attack. I'm not kidding. I might still cry about that later today, actually. Oh man, that would have been really on brand, to be honest. How do I prep a book? I mean, I'm not going to do it because, like I said, I don't want to... If I do it with red nail polish or any nail polish, really, I leave lines in the books. But basically, I just open it like this, a few pages, like, I don't know, 5 or something, and I pull it down, press down the pages, and I do that on both sides until every page has been done. And it basically loosens up the spine a little bit. So if you're like me, I used to be a purist and not break the spines of books, but these days I do. It's just more comfortable, especially when you're reading something like this. But if you do that without first prepping it, you end up with a book that's all crooked. The spine will get all bent, like, it will make one of those curves, and it's really annoying. And it's one of the reasons why a lot of people who don't break spines, because it looks so ugly. If you just do it without any sense. So if you prep it, it's not as bad. Now, it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen, because, like, for example, this one is not exactly straight, but it's a lot better than if you don't prep it. spine breaking YouTube video when I actually got it from a YouTube video, so I'm not sure if it's my place to do that. So if you want to have a better uh, example, you should Google it because YouTube it, I guess, because I got it from another booktuber. I don't remember who. It's been a while. But I might show you on stream a different time. I don't think that's a whole video for me personally. I'm gonna go now. Recover. I'll be back tomorrow though, and tomorrow we are doing the co-working stream. On Tuesdays I read. I might just pick up the Benjamin Franklin book on Tuesday actually, and on Wednesday we have another co-working stream. Basically, we try to be productive during the rest of the week. Now, just a reminder: keeping yourself alive is very much a full-time job. I'm not always the best at it either, but the point is that we at least try and show up for ourselves mostly, and for each other as well. Okay. I know, I see you. Can I put my foot down? I can't walk. Don't forget to drink water. Thank you for the follow, Sinclair. Welcome. You're very welcome. On Sundays, we usually have random chats, unless it's a book club day. Like today, we did the raffle. In December, we're going to do a normal raffle again. So next month, starting January, I will be pulling from the normal submissions, which is a lot fuller. There's a lot more submissions in here. So, and none of them are mine, okay? None of them. Won't allow it. I love you. Don't forget. Take care of yourself. Be nice. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.